Hey, General G, and honestly, what the fuck just happened to CSGO's market? Yes, I called it CSGO, not CS2. Deal with it, that's how my brain works. Let's get right into it. So, Valve, around about maybe almost 24 hours ago, or 24 hours ago, I'm not 100% sure, I didn't really check, but they just released an update where you can basically turn in 5 red skins that are not knives or gloves to get a knife or a glove, no matter the wear and tear of it, if it's battle scarred, factory new, stat track or not, you will get a guaranteed knife if you turn in 5 of these reds. What does this mean for us? Well, anybody that has a decent sized backpack, including me, will have their basically most of their inventory absolutely axed if you have knives and gloves. So for me personally, I don't really care. A lot of the stuff I have in my inventory was because of funny money. Stuff that I earned from, a side hustle, a job, and I just like, oh, I wanted this in my play skins, and now I have them. But for anybody that was not like that, so traders, collectors, and third-party sites, absolutely just got tanked in the knife and glove department. So what does this mean? So if you're a person that doesn't have skins, like a knife or gloves, you can currently get them for like about 110, 150 for a combo. They don't look or match well, but it's a glove and knife. If you're a person starting up, it's perfect. You got 50 buck gloves and about a $60 knife. Bam, you're into the knife and glove game. Here's the problem. It did not just affect knives and gloves. It also affected anything that was red, pink, or purple. Anything that get a red now costs more. But also anything that's a red also costs more. If you look currently on the Steam market, anything that was a red that cost, a couple dollars now costs 30 plus. Now anything that is a pink usually cost, a dollar or less, now cost 5 to 9 bucks or more. But yeah, this makes it harder for people to get skins now. It's ones that they like too. But this didn't only just affect those categories, it also affected cases. For a little bit, there was a little spike increase for some prices of the cheaper ones. But then a lot of them I've noticed have gone actually crashing down because, the knives are not as valuable, neither are the cases. So cases took an absolute fucking dip as well. But yeah, here's the problem. What usually happens to one Valve game usually happens to the other. When it happens when one game got skins, the other one did. When one got unusuals, the other one did. I think CSGO was the first one with skins and the knives and stuff like that, so they got stuff first, and then it came to TF2. I'm not 100% sure on that. You can fact check me on that. I am dumb as shit when it comes to research like this, but from my knowledge, memory wise, that's I think what happened. But if this happened to TF2, what would it do? Because currently, TF2's landscape is you have the current unboxing going on with the Halloween events, and you have the potential MVM update that might happen who knows when, and also the Christmas event over soon, and also TF2 absolutely hitting the shitter with what's going on with, its like life support system. But here's the thing, it would actually be good and bad. One, it would let, like in CSGO, let people get into the unusual space. But here's the problem. Not every unusual is created equal like in CSGO. CSGO's minimum is 60 to 50 bucks, or was 100 bucks, originally before this crash. Basically across the board, CSGO has a bunch of knives, a bunch of gloves, different patterns, different shapes, different knives and stuff like that. Those are all have some type of expense to them. Like they're like a big price tag, but not all TF2 unusuals are created equal. Barrier of entry for unusuals is very, very low when it comes to, they're not the best unusuals in the world, but there are so many. So for example, unusuals, you could start at $10 or $2, depending if you get the unusual file or not. There are so many things that can be in that loot pool. I don't think it would actually do anything, to be honest. Like, yes, if it had unusual fires, that would be a big L if it got unusual fires. But there are some expensive unusual fires as well. Here's the catch, though. What is the restrictions? If this came to TF2, would that be the current unusual pool or all the unusual pool? If it's all the unusual pool, it would freak out collectors a lot and traders. But for new players, I think it would be perfect. Or people that always want unusuals and they have a bunch of random stuff in their thing that they can trade up to get it. Perfect. But here's the thing. What would it do? Yes, it would crash the economy and make collectors go nuts, or it would do nothing. There are so many effects, so many unusuals out there. I don't think it's like way more, I think, than CSGO combined with their stuff. There's so many hats with so many effects, so many war paints with so many effects as well. Stat check or not. It just, I don't know. It's one of those things that if it does happen, it will be some insane shit that happens to TF2. It would be big, massive news to TF2. But that's it. After a while, Still supply and demand. Some people will never let go of their unusuals. For example, I have a lot of unusuals in my inventory. I have gotten multiple offers for some of the items I have. I'm still not letting go of them because there's currently one of them, or they're just, that important to me. If you're a CSGO person that has, a big inventory, it's expensive, you collected over the years, I am sorry that this happened to you, but to be honest, Valve has control over the entire market. I'm not surprised if they did this. But question is, if this happens to TF2, I don't think really anything bad would happen, because to get the quality items that you need to get up to the trade ups requires you to unbox even just one case. But to be honest, like, if it's nothing is off the table, yes, this will affect, but hey, if we get old effects back, that would be cool too, because there are some effects that cannot be on new hats and so forth. And yeah, basically, it would totally change up how the market works. We're going to see how CSGO with their stuff goes. If it stables out, cool. Then Valve may have a think of like, hey, we want more money with our marketing thing. But, to be honest, on the plus side, this did stop a lot of CSGO gambling sites, because this absolutely tanked on how much it costs to get a knife or gloves when you start out. But yeah, for my opinion, who knows? TF2 is in a weird rocky spot. If this happens to TF2, I guess you'll see a lot of trade videos from me. This does not mean go buy a bunch of reds and pinks to think, oh, this is going to happen. No, this is all just speculation. Do not listen to me when it comes to buying stuff. This is cool that this happened, but is anything going to happen of it? I have no clue. We'll just find out. We got a couple of years before TF2 absolutely eats the shitter. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, like and subscribe. If you agree or disagree, go in the comments and tell me, food for thought. What's going to happen? And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.